I became an HSR because I've always been interested in workplace safety, and in my previous roles I didn't have an opportunity to be actively involved in that. So when a position opened up to be part of the committee and to help out my fellow workers, I jumped for it. This was about maybe 2 weeks after I first joined the company, so it was a bit of an interesting learning curve. Basically everything on a vessel is considered confined space. There are potential hazardous atmospheres everywhere, and getting a system in place where it's rigorous and easy for everybody to be able to access the atmospheric testing, the different rescue equipment. The rescues are a big one because people are very happy to go down the hole once we've tested for safe environment, but getting them back out if there's any kind of incident has been a long and ongoing process of making sure we have a rigorous rescue plan. Working at heights, because a lot of the work up here on the roof, out on the bridges, anything to do with the gangways, we have hatches that we have to open on the decks of the ships. So that leads to a risk of fall from heights. When I first got here, no one was like, they'd wear harnesses, but no one was using leg loops, which shocked me because I do a lot of working at heights with the SES, and that is minimum. So I brought in the leg loops. We did have one, and I hate it, one of our previous HSRs. He fought for a long time to get lifting dogs, so nobody's manually lifting the hatch up. You know, all this twisting and whatever. It's one of the biggest issues. We have spinal injuries, we have, you know, muscle tears, everything else, just from people trying to get better access to the work site, which is the engine room. And that's not necessary. So he finally devised the system that we were going to use. We're currently installing it now. He was a fitter, so he engineered all the lifting dogs, got approval from AMWU to make the changes to the hatches, big deal. And unfortunately, he hurt his back lifting the exact same hatches because the business wasn't able to get them installed fast enough. And that was pretty much when he had to take medical retirement. The training is top-notch. I love going out to Granville. All your trainers are fabulous. Whether it's for a week or just a couple of days, I always get really good value out of going out there and even just talking to the fellow HSRs that come out on the course with me, getting a sense of what's happening in their industries. Currently, we have something close to 9 members. It's pretty good coverage. We can always do better. I always try to spruik the job to people and get people involved in the meetings. And I remind them that, like, because we have our safety committee here, I remind them just because you're not on the committee currently, because some people drop off the committee, you're still a HSR. It's still your responsibility to check in with your fellow workmates and keep us up to date with everything so we can work together. If you've just got one HSR trying to talk for like 5 different trades, we've got, what, 8 different specialties at the yard? So if you had one HSR trying to cover all of that, you would never cover all the issues. So having multiple HSRs all covering different areas, I'm constantly talking to the electrician HSRs, I'm constantly talking to the boilermakers, and it's just this ongoing process. Yeah, it's about having the full coverage of the entire workplace. You can't just cover it all on your own.